Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today, I'm gonna talk about my life story. So there's actually been a lot of stuff happening in my life. I wanted to talk about it. First, so first I'm gonna show how I almost drowned. So one, so we were on Glenwood Springs. Me and my brother, and we left because it was our last day there, and we decided to go swimming. And then we went to go swimming, and then we went there and we swam until one thing. By this time, I still didn't know how to swim. Then we met this kid that had a floaty, and he was with his grandma. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. And then we used it. And there was also this like blue spot where we could touch, where my feet could touch the water. And there was this other gray spot that I couldn't because I tried stepping on it, I couldn't. And then yeah, that's what was happening. So we went there, and we were getting on the floaty until all of a sudden we were going on the floaty thing, and all of a sudden we were literally on the gray water. And then we were just like, oh no. Cause I'm pretty sure we were trying to get a ball, a bouncy ball that we were playing with, but the ball, like the ball was in the water and it was in the green. I don't know why you agreed to it. And then this is one thing, I don't know, but I think the kid that had the grandma, kinda knew how to swim. So he pushed the floaty, and then I was in the water. I was still hanging onto the floaty barely. And then luckily someone comes in and then pushes us back to the blue water. And I'm just like, okay. And I make sure the second we go to the green stuff, like I just get out. The second story I'm gonna tell you will be a little racist. So once I was sitting in math class, okay? I'm not gonna say any names just because maybe you'll be watching this video, but he's black, and then and then and then he was sat right behind me, and then our math teacher asked him 2 plus 9, and then he said something you will not believe. So the math teacher said 2 plus 9, and he said 6. And maybe he said that on accident because then he immediately changed his answer. Like he didn't let the math teacher like talk again. So I'm pretty sure yeah. So so then so then we were going. We were so then he says another number, and he says 16. And then the math teacher says no, 11. And I don't know how. I don't know, like, can someone explain to me? I swear I'm not racist, but how? I thought the kid was smarter than me, not gonna lie. I think this one's gonna be the final one. This story's gonna be the final one. And this one, actually, actually, I think I'm gonna be able to make this a creepy pasta too. So once I was going to sleep, like I was 4 or 5 or something, and I went to sleep. and I saw this black figure in a nightmare. And then he was like just in a light facing away from me, and I started walking toward him, and I just woke up, breathing heavily. And then the next day, I the next a couple years later, cause now I'm 9, and this happened when I was 9. When I was 9, you see, I I got the thing. I was 9, and I went to sleep again. And then I was playing with my brother. I was playing with my brother, and then I was playing with my brother. But then we realized that we were in the creative world. So so as we got into the creative world, we didn't really think much of it. So there was this broken down house. We decided to go into it. I can't remember what we were doing. I think we were like trying to find stuff, but we wanted a comfortable position to be in while we got the stuff. So I went to, and I realized someone joined. I'm like, what? So I went to check the like menu. We're like we're like So I went to check the menu, and I realized that there was someone there, and it was something familiar. I couldn't read it in time, but then and then I read it, and it said, "It's me again. It's me again." And then my brother screamed. Then I then I got out the menu, and then I realized that there was this smiling black figure covering up my whole screen. And at this point, I struggled to turn off the console. I leave the world and I struggle. So I leave the world, and then when we're finally like and stuff, I tell my brother, Carlitos, leave, cause cause this cause this is too scary. And I was gonna play another game, and he was like, no, and he went to tell my mom. And I didn't really care, cause I was still horrified from the experience. So then, so then there was, so then I decided to play Watch Dogs. And then something. So I was playing, and I was about to destroy gas stations and stuff. And I was ready to destroy a gas station until until I realized that I was next to a mountain. And then I realized something in the mountain, and I looked at it, a black figure with a creepy smiling face with behind it with graffiti that said, "It's me again." And at this point, I'm just like freaking scared and turn off the console. Then I'm like, okay, I might as well get some fresh air. So I leave, and then my mom calls me. I'm like, this must be from when Carlitos was calling me. And then I go, and then I realize that no, I'm not in trouble. Maybe Carlitos lied. Maybe he was horrified too. But no. Then my mom gave me the phone, said this, and remember, this is just a nightmare, and it said this. So they were talking. I can't remember what it said until then. The mysterious person just said, "I'm stalking your child." And then he said, and then my mom was like, "What?" And then this is when I wake up. It says, "It's me again." At this point, I just turn off the console and leave. Anyways, guys, I think this is gonna be the end of the video. Um, hopefully you enjoyed. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.